Hey, welcome back to CBS Morning. What do you say we start this hour with women's soccer? Right?
Let's do that. I'm all for that.
Could be a new era for women's soccer. Fresh off winning the promise of equal pay, the U.S. women's national team is already the early favorite to win the World Cup next summer. And the team may have some help from a 19-year-old phenom who is now the highest paid player in the history of the National Women's Soccer League. Her name, Trinity Rodman. She's about to start her second season with the Washington Spirit. And Jan Crawford is at their stadium, Audi Field, where they play tonight. Jan, whatever it is, she's got it. Good morning.
Good morning, Tony. You know, she's being compared to some of the greatest athletes in their sport. But here's the thing. When the defending Washington Spirit, when they take the field here later tonight, she's not even going to be old enough to buy a beer after the game. But this young phenom with that famous last name already has a history of firsts.
Rodman!
It doesn't take long for Trinity Rodman to hit her goals.
Minutes into her debut.
The youngest player ever drafted into the National Women's Soccer League,
Rodman, absolutely on fire.
Rodman led her team, the Washington Spirit, to the league title.
This team of destiny.
And won Rookie of the Year, all while she's still a teenager.
I can't stay away from it. I love being on the field. I love competing.
That drive is why the now 19-year-old decided to go pro after COVID canceled her freshman season in college, moving from Washington State to Washington, D.C., a city she had never even visited.
What was the hardest part? Being away from family. I'm really close to my family, and they've always been that support system if I'm going through something or if something's hard.
But she hit the ground running. And the Washington Spirit rewarded Rodman with a record-breaking 4-year, $1 million-plus contract.
What does it mean to you to be the highest-paid player ever in women's soccer?
I mean, it's an honor. Obviously, I just play to play, and this is a bonus. I think I'm showing younger players and even older players that have been in the league and haven't gotten paid what they deserve.
It's been a pitched fight to level the playing field. Almost a quarter century after Brandi Chastain laid bare the dominance of U.S. women's soccer, the ultimate goal of equal pay eluded another generation of U.S. women's players until just last month.
Obviously, men could be more athletic, they could be more skilled, but at the end of the day, we're all doing the same job. We're all putting in the hours, we're all putting in the work, we're all running our bodies to the ground.
Keep it in front, keep it in front.
A message Rodman took to heart when the late NBA great Kobe Bryant came up to her after seeing her play when she was 8.
What do you say to you?
Girls can do everything guys can do, and I think he always saw it that way, and having daughters helped him with that, and he saw so much in me at a young age, just how competitive I was and how serious I took it.
He said you were a stud.
Yeah.
Rodman credits her mother, Michelle Moyer, for supporting her dreams.
Rodman trying to make his point.
Her famous NBA dad, the eccentric Dennis Rodman, wasn't always in her life, as he acknowledged in 2019.
The only major demon I have right now is trying to convince myself that I'm a good dad.
Even as he was making headlines.
Rodman just kicked the photographer.
On and off the court.
It sometimes could look like it's hard to outshine him or be as big as he was. It was just like kind of building my own story rather than trying to like overcome his.
You know, you didn't have much relationship with him growing up. What have you gotten from him?
He'd die on the court before he gave up and stopped trying, and I think it's really awesome to watch that. Like, he would never give up. You could have so much athleticism and skill, but that mentality to never give up and always push yourself and push for your teammates and push for the win is what's gonna make you the next level.
He was there last year as she led her team in a playoff game.
It meant the world for him to be at my game. He was emotional, I was emotional. Just to see how proud he was of me and knowing that, like, that's my daughter that just did that at 19.
Let's go!
Her head coach, Chris Ward, sees in Rodman greatness, comparing her play to a different Chicago Bulls Hall of Famer.
She's just electric. She comes alive every time she gets the ball, and it's in ways that most people don't expect. So I think it's very similar to Michael Jordan's early years.
You literally just compared her to Michael Jordan, probably the greatest athlete in his sport. Do you think she has that possibility?
For sure. Yeah.
To be the greatest?
Yeah, 100%.
He compared you to Michael Jordan, who literally is the greatest.
Yeah, I mean, that's awesome to hear. I didn't know he would say something like that.
Now, with a new season starting, Rodman is ready to keep making her own name to defend her championship with lessons she learned her first year.
I've learned to be comfortable being uncomfortable and being able to like pressure. I've noticed I kind of enjoy it, and I always have, because you can prove people wrong and you can set the bar even higher than people expect.
Now, we asked Trinity and her coach how people can support women's soccer, and they said it's pretty simple. Show up. I mean, just come to these games. The women's soccer season just getting started. Tony?
Jan, thank you very much. It's a great piece. What a wonderful young woman, and so talented.
I am so Team Trinity. I mean, what she says about building her own story instead of trying to overcome or overshadow her father, she's doing that.
And
she's doing that.
And that never give up attitude that she credits Kobe with, that she says he instilled in her.
Yeah.
I just love that attitude.
Girls can do anything boys can do.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant.
It took a girl dad, Kobe Bryant, to come in and say that.
Yep.
Good to see Dennis Rodman also. Wasn't in life early on, making an impact a little bit later.
Yeah, I like that he acknowledged that he had some challenges in being a good father, but yet she is inspired by him, his never say die attitude on the court, which she brings to the field.
It is never too late.
That's
Another
right.
lesson for us to make it up to our kids.
You can't go back, but you can go forward.
There
In fact,
it
you got no
is.
other choice. And you can watch Trinity Rodman and her team play across all CBS Sports platforms tonight against North Carolina. The North Carolina Courage is the team against the Washington Spirit. You can watch it on our streaming service, Paramount+.